I was first attracted to the Leadership Award when it was advertised. It was the first year they did it, and I wanted to learn about leadership and how others led. I'd just been on a placement year, and I had a great time. Came back and actually wanted to learn more. Knew I was going to start a business. Knew I was going to be leading at the forefront, and to see others lead is what I wanted to do. I'll tell you one experience and activity I did that really had a lasting effect, and that was our raid days. And we went out, there was 4 guys, there was 1 girl, and she was quite timid. And there was 4 guys that were really outgoing and outspoken. And part of the Leadership Award is about making you step out of what you usually do and do something a bit different. So we went to a local place called Henry Boot, and our challenge was a HR challenge, which isn't my favourite, but we went for it anyway because it was different. And this girl, she went as the leader, and she actually led the group, and it was the most fantastic thing I've ever seen. There was 4 guys that stood back, listened intently to this very timid lady even, and we completed the challenge in just 3 hours. And we reappraised their appraisal process. And actually it was a lasting effect that I've told a lot of people going forward, is that leadership had to take a step back every so often, even if you were naturally leading from the front. Sometimes it was a challenge, because you've got people in the mix that all lead in the same way. And that can sometimes be one of the greatest challenges, is how do you lead someone that leads exactly the same as you and wants to be at the front of the pack? On the other hand, the experience taught a lot of people to change their leadership styles. There was a huge array of people from ages, from different backgrounds, from different characters with different views. And everyone had their own view on something, which was incredible. When you've got a room full of people that have put themselves forward for this Leadership Award, and are actively there to search out new learnings, they all listen to you, but then you get a little bit of an atmosphere where it's challenging, because you've got to change the way you think with a lot of these people. I think the skills that I took out of it were twofold. Is one, looking at how I personally manage other people, especially in situations where they may be quite a big personality, potentially similar personality to me. How do I manage that for the greater good of the team? On the other hand, it taught me a lot personally about how I manage myself to come across to other people. So where beforehand I was in my placement year, I was very gun-ho, and I'd be going after, I'd say, yes sir, and I still have that kind of, that slight personality there. But then I think slightly differently now. I don't need to always be like that, and sometimes it's actually a lot more effective to not be like that. So personal management and management of teams was a big part of bringing out that Leadership Award. The skills and abilities that I learned, I started a business straight out of university. So immediately I was in a leadership role. I had to start a business, I had to build a team, introduce a product to a market, influence stakeholders from banks to shareholders to buyers in retail, but also my team, actually grow them and try and help them to develop their own skills to be leaders as well. So I've applied a lot from learning from what I did on that course, although it was just 5 days. A lot came out of it.